Bienvenidos a Salty y Yo. Salty y Yo. It's tea time with James. Hi guys, so we're here for episode 3, but tea time 2, and I'm here with Gigi. Say hi.
Hi.
And well, a lot's happened this week. So the first tea time expedition happened, Valentine's Day. Here in Mexico, they celebrate it as like a day to celebrate your partner or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever friend. And that last bit, the whatever friend, is quite nice. So Gigi and I received some gifts from other people too, which was nice. Gigi, do you want to say anything to any family members or friends that may be listening around the world? I know you've got some family members in different places. So when I'm famous, and this podcast goes out to them.
Pues hola a todos cuando seamos famosos.
Oh yeah, you're part of it too. Yeah, well you are. I'm dragging
pues
you
hoy aquí estoy contigo.
Yeah.
A lo mejor no en todos los episodios, pero hoy estoy aquí.
Yeah.
Hoy mi voz se escucha aquí.
Any message to anyone in particular?
No, mi papá. Hola, papá.
What do you think he was doing this week? Do you think he would have celebrated?
¿Qué?
Celebrated Valentine's Day.
Ah, sí, probablemente. No sé nada.
In Venezuela, how did you or how do you celebrate it?
Pues creo que es algo similar aquí.
Yeah.
Solamente aquí hay un poco más de consumismo.
Okay. Remember, you're being recorded now, Gigi.
Perdón. Pero sí es similar.
But you really enjoyed that, the fact that there was the consumismo here.
Sí, obvio.
Because lots of people gave us stuff. Which
Sí,
was nice.
y puedes ver corazones y todo por todos lados.
Cupcakes.
Todo es rosa y rojo.
Mm-hmm.
Es bonito. Es muy bonito.
Yeah. So, you obviously being part of this journey with me, how did you and what did you think about when I came back from the first tea time last week? Like, how did you see me?
Feliz.
Yeah?
Sí.
Thought I was happy.
Sí, estabas muy feliz. Y creo que fue muy chido. Tuviste suerte de que encontraste personas que sí querían hablar contigo y querían tomarse un té.
Yeah.
A veces las personas están muy ocupadas haciendo sus cosas. Y pues si tuviste la oportunidad de compartir con alguien, está muy chido.
Yeah. Muy chido for the listeners in Venezuela means chévere. Just so you know. So yeah. Gigi's going to have the honor of generating the next random Oxxo. And well, big love to all of the listeners. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day or whatever day, Friends Day. So Gigi, can you confirm that there's the list here of 100 Oxxos or however many?
Aquí está.
Yeah.
Está enorme.
Actually, you can try it if you want. You can write the prompt in Spanish and see how it reacts. So you're just going to write generate random Oxxo.
En español.
Yeah, well, you can do it in Spanish or English. So what would you write in Spanish? What are you writing now?
En español.
Yeah.
Generar un Oxxo aleatoriamente.
Okay. I would have just said random, no? Okay. We'll click go. Click go then.
¿Sí?
Yeah.
Ok.
Tension.
Está cargando.
Yeah.
Está abajo, creo.
Yeah.
Sí, es que es
Okay, read it out.
El Oxxo generado aleatoriamente es Oxxo Boulevard Valdés Sánchez en Saltillo, Coahuila, código postal 25280. ¿Dónde está ese?
I don't know. I know
Valdés Sánchez.
I know that Valdez Sanchez is where the baseball stadium is.
Ah, ok.
And again, I don't think it's that far away from my work. So that's
Todos están muy cerca entonces.
Well, there's an Oxxo a la vuelta de tu vida. So
Sí.
they're everywhere. I'm plugging it into maps now. Are you searching too?
Sí. A ver quién lo encuentra más rápido.
I think you. Oh, here we go. Oxxo Valdez Sanchez is closed. Here it is. They've got a deal on Gatorades. 4.2 stars, this Oxxo. 11 comments. So yeah, it's on Valdez Sanchez, which makes sense. It's actually, again, not too far from work. Not too far away from the other Oxxo that I went to last week. So it's actually near John Deere, so that could be interesting.
Sí.
On Chihuahua Street.
Chihuahua. Sí, está en Chihuahua y... ¿Qué dice aquí? Es Valdez Sánchez. ¿No?
Yeah. Near Jump Zone. So I actually come up this way, or near this way for work. So that could be interesting.
Sí.
So it's next to a car mechanics as well. Grease Monkey. So yeah, just for the people that don't know too much about Saltillo, there's an Oxxo on every corner, but there's also a mechanics on every corner too. So could potentially be inviting myself into a workshop. Oh, the first review, admittedly it was 5 years ago, says pésimo servicio.
Una estrella.
Yeah, 1 star. Why are they so annoyed?
Porque pidió el baño.
Yeah, wanted to go to the bathroom.
Y le dijo que no estarían funcionando en muchos días.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
So they don't seem that friendly in that Oxxo then. So if I'm asking to make a cup of tea there, if they don't let people go to the toilet, they may not be happy. But I'm not going to the Oxxo, I'm just going to the area, aren't I?
Sí. No, y fue hace 5 años. Probablemente la gente que estaba trabajando ahí ya no lo está, ¿no?
No, maybe not. You're right. Well, that's that. That's a wrap. I'll be heading off to Oxxo Valdez Sanchez. Thank you very much. Cheers, Gigi.
Hi.
Not hi. Bye.
No entendí. Bye. Es que dijiste. ¿Qué?
Cheers means bye. Okay, we'll try that again. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Okay, we're back live. So first of all, Ms. Morella, how was your weekend? And Valentine's?
Valentine's, was fine. A lot of candy, a lot of sugar from students and such. So I have quite the amount of chocolate for the rest of the year.
Not anymore.
I mean, Mr. James always comes for his daily lollipop.
Lollipop.
Yeah. So there's that.
Do you have a preference? Because when we're famous and we'll get like fan mail and stuff.
Oh,
so people send.
Sure, anything like I'm Mexican, so in that regard, I am pretty stereotypical. I like any candy that is spicy. So yeah, but candy overall.
Do you like spicy or sour? Because I remember when I was a kid,
Spicy.
we had those like gobstoppers that I think they're called Jawbreaker. No.
The
spicy ones?
Jawbreaker, no.
They're just the massive ones,
Yeah,
weren't they?
they're the massive
Yeah,
ones.
what's the ones that are really hot? Toxic Waste.
Ah, yeah, that are really sour.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have those. Those are like more Americans. But here in Mexico, we had some, like a brand that's called Sonrix. And they're like only sour, mostly sour candy. But they're really good. But I like the ones that are like this ones that are pulparindos.
Oh, yeah.
These are spicy. Have you tried them?
Yeah, I have. But
Okay.
I'll take them anyway.
Sure. See, I am the sponsor for Mr. James's Candy addiction.
So, have you?
Sweet addiction.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks.
Yeah.
For the UK listeners.
Yes.
So have you listened to the first show?
I haven't yet.
You're too busy on Valentine's.
I was too busy grading on Valentine's. So the life of a teacher.
But I told you what I did and where I went.
Yes. Mr. James already shared his nice first adventure, sharing tea with a stranger.
Yeah.
And I was pretty amazed. I mean.
Yeah. So you texted me and you were shocked that.
Yeah, like I was. I mean. Since the beginning, I have been really interested in Mr. James's project because it's here in Mexico. It's kind of random to just meet a random dude, particularly, and just a guy saying, "I have a tea kettle in my bag. Do you want a cuppa?"
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, what? Like, what's the catch? Like, are you gonna drug me and take me away?
That's been the reaction of quite a few people.
Yeah.
One day.
Mm-hmm.
One day. Would you like to come along?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, would you want to do it with me, or I just like hide in a bush, watch you from afar?
No, with you. I mean.
And you're the tea supplement. If I get sick one day, you could do it for me.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how it would go.
Just bring a presentation and be like, on my behalf.
Yeah, like you record a video saying, "Hey, this is my proxy. I'm Mr. James." Yeah.
So this week, Gigi, you actually know Gigi.
Yeah.
She's generated a new Oxxo for me.
Yeah.
And it's Valdez Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Have you been in Valdez Sanchez?
Yes.
And
for context, I've lived here most of my life, so yeah, I know which Oxxo exactly.
Why most of your life? Where's the other bit where you didn't live here?
I lived in Querétaro for a while.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, most of it's just been there and the time that I've been abroad, but that's about it.
So the experience that you have from most of your life, almost all. Mm-hmm. Almost all 21 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 21 years.
It is the beauty of radio.
Yeah, of course.
Almost all of the 21 years that you've been here. Mm-hmm. What do you think that the like Saltienses, how they would respond to this? The same as you?
No, us Saltienses have the stereotypical the fame or. Mm-hmm. We're infamous for being like pretty snobbish and pretty like closed off compared to people from other places. So that's why it's interesting to see like if you can get people to open up to you, precisely because we're like pretty put off by random strangers approaching. We're always thinking there's a catch or that nobody's gonna be like just randomly offering you something without offering something in return.
So. Should I make a catch? Would I be more successful if there is a catch?
I don't know. Like, what kind of catch would you be thinking of?
Well, what's the catch that normally?
I give you 100 pesos. I don't know.
Yeah, is it normally payment?
Yeah, normally like, but at the same time, it's gonna be like weird. I don't know. There's people who are distrustful just from the get-go. So, and like you said, when you told me about your experience, I think that the way that things are is more like aligned with the kind of experience that you want to have. Because if you meet people who are willing to open up, it's going to be like more significant, the kind of experiences that you're going to have with people who are not thinking of, oh, there's a catch, or, whoa, you know.
Do you think I was extremely lucky the first time I did it? Because I got an Oxxo in quite a busy place, Avenida Universidad.
Sure.
And I asked the guy that was washing his car, and then he said no. Because for people that speak Spanish, I didn't explain at all. If you listen to it, I'm just like, hi, I've got tea. Do you want some? And he thought I was selling it.
Yeah.
So he was like, no. That's what you said, the catch.
Yeah, that was a fairly like normal reaction because it's a random dude just offering you tea. It's like, what the hey? Like nobody offers. That's the way of thinking that we have. Nobody offers you something for free. It's like...
To be fair, it wasn't for free because I had to use their electricity, their water, and invite myself into their house.
That's fairly free, but at the same time, it's like, whoa, it's a random stranger that I'm welcoming into my home. That is kind of shady, like, for us.
But you guys are the kings, queens, rainbow pigs, whatever.
Yeah.
Of my casa is your casa.
Yes, but to be honest, at least from my experience, I think that is something either that we say just to be polite, at least here in Santillo, or that it's something that is more easily found in the south of the country. So here in Mexico, we're more guarded, we're more like, not as open as just a random dude saying, do you want to invite me into your home?
So you're basically saying I was probably a bit lucky.
Yes. And also...
It wasn't a home either.
More, exactly. It was not a home. It was in an office.
Because, a religious school.
Of a religious school. Mm-hmm. And also, even more so, with a woman.
Seems like you listen to the show. Or did I just talk so much crap?
You just told me everything. Like, I don't have to listen to it because you already told me everything that you experienced. But I pay attention.
Oh. Good student.
I'm a nerd. I've always been a nerd. Just don't ask me about math or physics because that's...
A 21-year-old really hot nerd.
Sure, yes, absolutely.
Send flowers.
Banging.
Send flowers. Banging.
Banging.
You've got some flowers here, actually.
Yeah, I got some flowers
from your admirers.
Yeah, from my secret admirer. So if you're sending anything, you have competition. Let me tell you.
I can actually just ruin it for me here. It says, thanks for being the most wonderful daughter in the world. Love you lots. Magali mama.
Yeah.
Your mum.
My mum.
Is your mum also Magali?
No, that's a funny story because her name is Maria Margarita, but everybody called her Magali when she was younger because apparently Magali, Margarita, Megan, all those names like share the same meaning. It's just like in different languages. So that's why she's named Margarita, but everybody called her Magali all her life.
What's the meaning of Margarita? I only know one kind.
It's apparently the name means either pearl or as beautiful as a pearl.
That's true because Gigi told me that in Venezuela they've got it's called Isla de Margarita and there's lots of pearls there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your mum's your number one fan?
My mom is my number one fan.
But you've got two sets of flowers there?
Yeah, my dad. That's the other one.
Send flowers if you want to compete with Magali's mum.
And dad.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, but if you can see, it's the same handwriting, so it's my mom. It's just my mom twice.
But at least you got a message.
Yeah.
I love my grandparents. And they send me cards over from the UK.
Lucky so, you still have grandparents.
Yeah, I do. And I think they'd like this program. I'm going to send it to them.
Yeah.
But my granny, she's famous for sending cards that say, Dear James, Merry Christmas, Granny Grandad. So just short, sweet, but I mean, it's
to the point.
But to the point.
Absolutely. I mean, I think
it's a full-time job sending cards as well in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you've gotten to that point, I think that you've got to be efficient because you have things to do and you already have earned the right to like be exactly to the point.
Yeah.
You don't have time to spend on superfluous things.
Yeah.
You know?
I do appreciate all the cards sent from Granny and Grandad.
That's a really nice thing. Like I wish that was more.
You don't have it here, do you?
No, we don't. We're more about like if we are gonna bother with a gift, we're more like spending stuff, which is like nice, but at the same time it's like maybe it's not as thoughtful as a card or
maybe we could start a Saltillo card company.
A Saltillo card company?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, did you know that Saltillo is one of the toughest markets in all of Mexico?
Well, that kind of links back to the chat about people always there's a catch and stuff.
Yes, exactly. Like this is not a joke. Like they make market studies here in Saltillo to see if business is
I
successful.
heard that
here.
like the first ever Starbucks was here.
Yes.
Or did I make that up?
No, the first
made that up then.
Starbucks. Yeah.
Okay.
But the first Starbucks that we got here in Saltillo actually closed.
That's probably what I heard.
Yes,
Then. It was the first failed Starbucks.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's surprising. I mean, nowadays we have, I don't know, like 5-6 Starbucks in the city, but the first Starbucks that they opened up here closed.
Okay.
Which is like, how?
Yeah, because of what you were saying.
Well, yeah.
The people.
We are like very into novelty. Whenever something new opens, everybody's there. But then after like a month, everybody forgets about it and moves on to the next thing. So we have a very short attention span. Or
like us two, because we're not really talking about the show.
Absolutely. I mean,
and that's my fault.
I have ADHD. What's your excuse?
Yeah. Not diagnosed, but
Okay.
can I self-diagnose myself?
I mean, sure. You can say I have the suspicion or I'm self-diagnosed, but yeah.
I'm a suspicious kind of guy.
Yeah.
So,
Really sus. Really
sus. So, back to the point. Valde Sanchez.
Yes.
Have you been there? I know that there's a baseball stadium on that street.
Yeah, but it's kind of far off.
Yeah, I'm going up the other end where John Deere is.
Yes, that's like literally it's Hidalgo. It's here is John Deere and the Oxxo is here. This is Valde Sanchez, and then it continues over here. So there are quite a few houses in this area. Here is John Deere, so not much, and over here there are other businesses. And so, yeah, I think that your best bet is going to be to go farther into the area of houses.
I think I should make it a little bit more difficult for myself.
Okay, like how?
And this time I think I must set myself the goal of getting to someone's house.
Okay.
Because
that's gonna be harder.
Yeah, it will be harder, right? Because the
there's
religious
a lot
school
of businesses over there.
That's what I saw.
Like there's like dentists and mechanics and
like.
Even I think there's a cable company somewhere there and stuff. So that there's
Cable as an internet.
Cable as an internet, TV and
I could get myself some better internet.
Sure. That
maybe I might try go there.
Maybe.
Yeah. And then I could be their sponsor because we're going to be so famous.
I mean, if you got sponsored by the second episode, that would be very impressive.
Well, I'm thinking about Polparendos.
Okay.
As a sponsor too.
Any sponsor is good.
Yeah. So try to go to a house this time. I think that should be and
the next goal.
Yeah. And what do you think about this? Do you think I should have the kettle in my hand?
I mean,
like knock on the door and then the kettle straight away.
Sure, that's gonna be like a better give you more legitimacy of saying I'm for real. I want to. Cup of tea, rather than just like randomly. I have like the I don't know. It's gonna sound like awful, but like the guy offering candy of the band. You know, you cannot see the candy, so it's better to say like here. There's a kettle.
Chitty Bang Bang?
I've known of it. I haven't seen it.
It's called the Child Catcher. He offers candy. He scared me a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
My dad's favourite film.
That explains a lot. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, Dad.
No. Absolutely.
Liz McGalley just hating on you.
I'm hating on James.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yes. Okay. So kettle out.
Yes.
Cups out.
Cups out.
Tea bags out. Just not those cups out. But I think I was just there, like struggling, like when you're coming out of
proper, like be a proper Englishman and bring a tray and like.
Oh really?
Hey.
Do you think?
I don't know.
That could be for a later episode. Like try different
approaches.
Yeah, try different approaches. But let's just focus on getting into a house first. And
you push the person that opens up immediately, like get out
in.
of
I just need to get in.
I did it! You drop the kettle onto the floor.
But yeah, I just need to get in first. But I like that for future episodes.
Sure.
Fancy dress, like
hello.
Yeah. No, but fancy dress in English isn't being fancy. It's like costume.
Sure. Yeah. Like you dress up as a butler, as Alfred Pennyboard. Mr. Bruce.
Yeah, so let's go with that. So house this time.
Okay.
And any like knocking on the door?
Don't knock in that way that you talk to me.
Yodeling. How should I get into the house?
There's this new invention. There's new invention called a doorbell. You can try that.
How many Mexican houses have a doorbell? Honestly, mine doesn't.
Really? I think that
your office doesn't. It's not
my office is not a house.
Practically, you live here.
Yeah, but I have even something even better than a doorbell. A doorman.
Who's your doorman?
Alexis.
Oh, true.
See?
Sorry, Alexis, if you're listening.
Sorry, Alexis. We love you.
The doorman. Maybe I'll bring Alexis. I just have to bring Alexis with me. He opens the door.
Yeah. He's the one that has to deal with the whole...
True. For context, Alexis is I don't know if you say receptionist or not. More qualified
that's not his role, but he has the dual role. Mm-hmm. He deals with administrative stuff, but since he's in the doorway, he's the one that makes sure that students are not just coming in and leaving all willy-nilly. So yeah, he's in charge of vetoing who comes into the offices and such.
Yeah. Good. Well, any tips before I go? Or not really? I'm going to go this week. I'm on the radio tonight, I told you.
Yeah.
Talking about...
I'm already speaking with a celebrity, so it's like, oh my gosh. What am I doing with my life?
About British education systems tonight.
Oh, fancy.
Tune in, 9 o'clock.
Which station?
6:10 a.m.
Okay.
Is that a radio station or a time?
A radio station?
Yeah, I think so, 6:10.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be the radio station than the time.
Me too, because it's not going to be tonight.
6:10 a.m. doesn't sound that good to talk about British education system. Well, any time doesn't sound that good to talk about British education system. But
I mean, what do you think is the worst subject? British education system or British healthcare system?
Oh, well, that's a whole new podcast.
I know.
But key workers in the NHS during COVID, if you're listening, well done.
Yeah.
So, any tips? Because I'm talking about NHS now. So.
Yeah, I know. Any tips? Like, try to explain the whole gimmick before entering a person's home. Because the more detail that you share, I think it's going to make it increase your chances of you getting into the house. And just say like, hey, I'm a guy that I'm just trying to get to know more stories about people.
Okay.
And
hey, I'm a guy. Like that?
Yeah. Hey, my name is James. I'm a dude, a British dude, and I want to share a cup of tea with you and share some couple stories for a little thing that I'm doing. And that's it. You know which other place could be like really good for that? Which is kind of messed up, but at the same time, it's like a lot. People have a lot of free time there. Hospitals, like public hospitals.
I did see. It's because is there a public hospital in Val de Sanjos?
Not that I know of, but in Becarranza there's like Seguro Dos, and like a lot of people. My mom, whenever she goes to to Iste, sorry. Yeah. Those, for context, those are like the two big names of the public hospitals we have here in Mexico. And whenever she goes there, you have a lot of time while waiting for the doctor, so people just start sharing their life story.
Yeah.
Without any tea. So if you offer tea in exchange, you're going to be very popular there. Yeah.
Yeah. But I need to get into a house.
Sure.
I really need to get into a house this time. And not take the Centra Mesa. Because I have a habit of fighting senoras for the Centra Mesa.
That happens in parties, not in the people's houses.
That's just called stealing.
Yeah, but it's socially acceptable stealing in parties here in Mexico. I don't know if it's the same in Britain.
We don't have as many parties as you guys.
Okay.
You guys have parties all day, every day.
Fair, yeah.
Thinking about the Centra Mesa, those flowers, they look great.
Yeah, just don't take the the vase.
The vase, yeah.
Yeah.
Vase.
Vase. Yes.
The vase.
The vase.
Okay, I was going to say one more thing. Oh, hospitals. This is good. We're going to finish this bit on a dreary note. I cycled
Yay.
past capillas. No, not capillas. Where they have funeral.
Yeah, capillas.
Capillas. Right in front of the Oxxo, because I cycled past there this morning. There's a capilla.
Yes.
Next to John Deere.
Yes.
Would it be inappropriate to barge my way in with tea? And how do capillas work in Mexico? Can you just explain the whole concept? Because I've only ever been to one.
You've never been to one?
I've been to one.
Do you have wakes in Britain?
Yeah, but not. I don't think it's
The same.
the same as this.
I just went to one last week.
Oh, did
by the
you?
way. Yeah.
Sorry.
It was the parent of a friend. But thank you. The thing is, how it works is normally in these capillas, this is the place where we hold a wake. So most of the time we like have the body overnight. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe for a day or a little bit longer in case that you have family like from
Further
out of
away.
the city. Yeah. And we just like, depending obviously on the socioeconomic level and the package that the family pays and such, they like have the body with the, shoot, I forget the name.
The coffin?
The coffin, thank you. The coffin for, people to just go say goodbye, like look at the body, talk to the people. It's normally, that's the one time where us Mexicans are not really into parties and happy times. It depends on, on the family and the situation. A lot of the time it's just like a really heavy environment and sad and such. But I think that it would be, it depends, I guess, but it would be a nice thing and something that is going to be comforting for the people. I mean, if they're up to it, to share some stories about the deceased.
I could go there then.
Yeah, I don't think that
But are they public events? Can anyone just walk into a capilla?
Yes, absolutely. Like, you can go there, and normally, or there are times where in the same capilla they have, like, depending on the size, they can have 2 or 3 or more, like, rooms or chapels or stuff.
Yeah.
And then they have multiple wakes happening at the same time. So, yeah, basically, anybody can just walk in and
Could have multiple cups of tea.
And have multiple cups of tea, like say, like, hey, I'm sorry for your loss. And it depends, because you can find like the close relatives of the person, of the deceased person, but you can also find friends, family. Sometimes they take little kids, and the kids are running around because it's a boring event, So as long as it's not like the mass, because after the wake, we normally ended up with a mass with the body present.
Okay.
And then immediately afterwards we have either like we move towards the burial, or it's like they take the body away to cremate it, and that's it. So
that could be.
Next time I have a wake or a funeral, I'm gonna take you along so that you can.
I'll make tea for everyone there, just for fun.
Yeah, I didn't think of the possibility. If not, I would have told you to come with me last week.
I've been to one.
Okay.
Yeah. I've not been to an actual funeral though.
Like the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing. I've only been to the capilla.
Okay.
But yeah, that could be another option.
Sure.
So, I will go off this week.
Okay.
Yes. So that
was a little bit like of a bummer to leave this
on
little
that
chat on.
No, we'll leave it on this.
Okay. You're going this week.
No, we'll leave it on this. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye. Hi.
Taking the piss out of Gigi there.
Love you, Gigi.
Cheers means what does it mean? I forgot.
Drink. Let's have a drink.
Yeah, let's have a drink. Yeah. Well. In other news, quick news update. Rata de la Pata? Who's that?
No, Paquita la del barrio.
Oh, Paquito del Barrio. Who sings Rata de la Pata or something like that?
Rata de dos patas.
Rata de dos patas. Rat with two
Two-legged
legs.
rat.
Two-legged rat. Has died today. How old?
77.
77. Make a wish. 77 years old. Apparently iconic Mexican legend. Because she's a singer that just
Throw shit at men.
yeah, throws shit at men. So good to know that I won't be knocking on her door because she just throw some shit at me. So
That
yeah,
would have been a funny episode.
yeah, she's died. What else happened at the weekend? Tottenham Hotspur won their first game out in 7 matches, defeating Man U 1-0 up the Spurs. Who else have I had a chat with? Charlotte, my sister, got back from a trip to Switzerland. Had a nice little trip away. Kit, my friend, went out to a big messy night out in Glasgow with the lads, staying in a hostel. Spoke to my parents. Hi, parents. You guys had just apparently driving to the island. Down with Maggie and Simon. Hi. Who else have I spoken to? Anyone else? Jagraj. Spoke to Jag. Hi. What else did I do at the weekend? Saw Bridget Jones. Valentine's Day. Bridget Jones. And hello to any of the followers. Currently we have 3.
You have 3 already?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My sister, my mum, and my dad.
Okay.
And I'm forcing you to, but you haven't listened to
Okay.
to the show yet.
Well, 3.5.
3.5, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get on the bike, going home, and I'm gonna listen to Rata de dos Patas. Okay, that's just a little newscast.